Let's see what else is going to be paired alongside said Yunara, though, because, yeah, his time could be getting even worse as Duro is thinking about some horse pants and will be locking away the Rel. There it is.
We should get another look in the crowd of that horse.
Yeah, we do need the Duro horse back again. Possible look in here for Canyon towards the top side of the map. As we've got a hook connecting onto Ruler, aiming, trying to offer a fair bit of damage back, but it's kind of difficult as the Zig still doing a fair bit of work here as Duro looking worse for wear and aiming at full health. Able to get underneath this turret and start putting some pressure back on. Look at that, another bouncing bomb landing.
Yes, trades as the Zigs. You also have TP, so you can have...
Oh, flash out here from Bdd is in they go. The egg is now down as Canyon just trying to protect the egg as best he can. And KT are going to be able to pick up first blood for Bdd. Canyon will be able to answer with a kill on to the Rise. But still, first blood money over to Bdd. Good to be able to talk about that again. And that is high value.
Yeah, I think the fact that you have the egg, the fact that Canyon's able to trade it back means you're pretty okay with it. Especially gold on Ambessa feels really good. But still a nice early pickup there from KT. Cuz and Bdd showing they could do the flash from Bdd just at the last second before the stun was activated. And then Cuz is just like, yeah, I'm just going to kill this egg.
Yeah, fair enough too. And Bdd might have been able to get himself out of the way, but then I imagine Cuz would have been under a little bit more threat. I mean,
Chovy playing a little bit aggressive. We just have Duro to back him up.
Yep. And Polo gonna have to flash, get out of the way.
Why you don't want to play Nautilus into Nivea.
Well, it's also why you don't want to be keen right now, as Hook didn't connect onto Canyon as well, as Polo is likely to die because everyone's distracted by Keen, who is still alive somehow. There's the Realm Warp getting Bdd out of there, though, as the rest of Gen G now going to move around. Zombie Scion helping out here as well as another great wall comes through. That's the end of Cuz. Has now perfect.
Can they find Bdd?
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did. As the Glacial Storm, as Rune Prison comes on through, Bdd wanting to give that kill over to Duro, and will be able to do so, and there it is. Perfect, just looking to try and crocodile his way out. And Gen G looking a little bit better after that one, is now aiming, throwing down a minefield, but
oh, what a satchel.
Ruler just getting thrown around. Yeah.
Oh, the ult!
Mega Inferno Bomb, and Ruler does have the barrier, but he absolutely needed it.
Yep, a lot of pressure there. I will say, though, it was really funny in that passage of play.
Oh god, that was very scary.
Thank the minions, they helped him out. But that passage of play, because we saw Keen survive so long, so he's kind of coming down here isolated. Meanwhile, Gen G forced Polu's flash. But he buys so much time, and also because he's a Scion, he's going to die and then have his passive. But the main thing with Scion passive is once it activates, everyone just runs away, right? But because he buys so much time, eventually, when it actually activates, Chovy moves in and walls Cuz in with him. So he can just actually get to hit him. So he gets good value from the passive, and then Bdd's trying to be cheeky, but gets caught out and just dies to the tower.
Yeah, it has been a game delayer of all time.
Oh,
that's a phenomenal wall there from Chovy. As, yeah, illustrating once again exactly what you were talking about there.
Yeah, I said it, and it rings true every time I see it. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you got subbed in for this, and you're not going to have a fun time. I'm telling you. You're not going to have a fun time.
I hope it was actually Polo's decision and he wasn't just like forced into this, because it's really not looking like a whole lot of fun. Continuing to do so here as well as Polo with the aftershock, but he is just going to get publicly executed as, okay, Cuz going on forward, looking for a bit of an angle here. Is Bdd able to fire out a lot of damage? Mega Inferno Bomb avoided majoritively, but Bdd will be able to grab the kill onto Duro. And Keen allowed to live this time around as Ruler and Aiming once again fighting this one out, as well as Bdd is almost just dead as he...
Oh, he missed it!
Oh, the flash, and Chovy is able to lock down the kill there.
이거 미드도 좀 예민해. 라이즈 노텔이라 억지로 라인 풀려한다.
Yep, Chovy having a bit of a chat about the state of the Rise. Oh, that wall was so beautifully done.
Oh, he walked out and then walked back in. He wasn't quite in it.
실수했어.
No comment until there was. If you want to be in it, you need to be clicking in it while it's going off. As all right, Duro comes on forward. That is going to be a miss on the public execution from Canyon, though. Just kind of.
So it's a bit of a nerf to Zig satchel value, because used to be able to kill a lot more of the tower compared to now.
Very frustrating when there are Zig's nerfs and you're on a cast with Orcs.
Tragic.
Absolutely. Some water balloons being thrown around here as Duro taking a fair bit of damage. There's the flash in from Cuz as they're looking to try and take down the rail. Somehow it's her that takes this dragon, and Cuz trying to get some work done, but he's just dead to the Anivia as Chovy taking control of the battlefield. Another fantastic ulti out from Canyon, though, is now aiming. Now that they've closed the gap, he is very, very dead. Ruler probably wanted that kill, but it's going to go over to the Ambessa. 3-0-3 for Canyon now in this game. And wow, 4-1-4 here for Chovy. It is a rough time for KT.
Yeah, honestly, in that fight, looked like KT had a good concept, you know, going for the... Oh,
flash forward on Ruler, who flashes away immediately.
Yeah, going for the dive angle with the Realm Warp in from BDD, trying to get on the back line, but it just felt like they weren't fully able to commit damage onto Chovy. So we'll see the Realm Warp come in to try and commit onto the back line, but so much damage is already being put onto Duro. So, like, you look at Chovy, Nautilus is hitting him a bit of the Wukong ultimate, but Canyon's peeling, the wall comes in, the follow-up's not fully there, BDD backs off a little early, and you can understand because you can tell the fight's lost, but it just felt like the target selection wasn't that good.
That bottom side of the fight was won, then the Ambessa immediately gets to ult over to the other side as well, so you just get so much value.
I think picks are a good idea, right? You have a lot of ways to close the distance if you like Realm Warp on people. That could definitely be viable.
Oh no! Oh, at least he manages to get in and get all of the minions. I still think whoever, I don't even know who did it, but they did a fantastic job.
Yeah, it was great. I feel like you see so many things with like casting where it's like, oh, this was originally the intention for the character. Like this is a person we were so set on, but they turned it down and we went for this person, and you just couldn't imagine their original intent.
Yeah. All right, we got a bit of a fight brewing here as Duro going down low, but so is Polu, who is continuing to have a bad time. There is another wall to make his life just unbearable. As now Perfect does get in there with that Dominus popped, and there is the public execution. Oh my goodness, Bdd down already, Cuz so far away from the fight is Perfect, getting so much work done. My god, this crocodile is gigantic. Everyone on Gen G just flashing away, but they flash to safety and keep themselves alive, aiming with nothing left in the tank, and he is the last man standing. Gen G win once again.
Yeah, it was a good effort, honestly, by Perfect, trying to do the most... Oh, Chovy? Well, he's egged. Oh, he's not. He actually... Yeah. I think maybe some Roa healing might have actually saved him. Keen doesn't need Roa healing. He's just a tank.
He is. Polo also just... He hit the hook, and then it was the then what type scenario, and they didn't quite have an answer to that one.
I think the real lesson here is if you see a Nivea on the enemy team, never pick Nautilus. Don't even think about it. You look at Polu, he just doesn't get to play the game. He
even flashes, and then Chovy's like, oh, remember I can make your life the worst. And he just puts down another wall.
Yeah, and Perfect comes in. Actually, Duro smashes the shield with his Q that he came in, the max health shield and the teleport.
Yeah.
But Perfect gets a lot of value here, flashing in, doing a lot of damage as of an Ecton. The follow-up's there from Cuz, but it's just not quite enough. You know, you think if they were a little bit less far behind, if there was a
level, is that what gets you it, or is it the ones that were the most impactful? As Duro,
he did kind of get beat up in lane a lot in this one, but he, you know,
isn't it sad as well? Bdd doesn't even have his mid lane quest shoes yet. And Chovy stole his item.
Yeah, why doesn't he buy boots? That's your quest. Like, buy boots, Bdd, please.
He's trying to work out whether Swifties are actually the best choice.
I've stunned him with this with the decision. You know, is he going Swifties or is he going Merc?
It's all your fault.
Pick one of them. Pick one of them. It doesn't really matter that much. Just pick a boot. Honestly, you can take Sorks or whatever. Take anything, just a boot. There's a lot of AD threats in the team. You can also go play Steel Caps.
So much Crystalline Overgrowth. Here's a POM play from Keen. Never mind.
Yeah,
that is very true.
That's a possibility. So, you know, sorry for jumping the gun a little bit. I apologize.
I don't know whether you really jumped the gun that much, in all fairness, but, you know, theoretically, there is the ability.
Oh, Polu!
Oh, he lived! Okay! Flash and try! Oh, never mind. Duro is just going to murder him. What the heck was that? That was a very weird interaction. Never you mind, as now Genji with a man advantage, but Canyon's very, very low. There's Mega Inferno Bomb as well as they're trying to do the damage here to Ruler. Oh my goodness, the CC is disgusting, but Bdd does get a fair bit of damage down. Perfect, unfortunately, not able to do enough. And Genji just so good at controlling the battlefield. Ruler, the only casualty in the fight, and that will mean Baron goes down for Genji, and they can use that to push potentially for the win.
That was just domination. And again, just don't play Nautilus. I mean, it's just so funny the fact that it's not just the Anivia, but like, look how targeted. They see him, the Scion Q, the Slickle, the Wall, the Unbessa ult. He's not a jungler.
Duro was already there.
Yeah, guys, he's not a jungler. He's the support. And they just put so much effort like that. I'd understand if he was the jungler and they're like, let's deal with the smite, but it just feels like he picked Nautilus and it became personal.
Yeah.
Like, they just fully locked into killing him.
And KT, like, they wanted to kill Ruler, and you know what? They did.
They succeeded at that, so credit to them.
Well, Genji killed Cuz. They did do that as well. As now aiming also potentially in a whole bunch of... Oh, that was sick from Keen. Give that man the POM. He deserves it. It's a double kill for the Scion. And yeah, Bdd does now have said shoes completed. There that is. It's not going to matter too much as now Perfect dives in on top of Canyon. Canyon not looking too bothered by it as he just kills Bdd. There is the ulti as Polo has now provided himself as a target.
Damage.
Why is Canyon's health bar so high?
He doesn't take damage.
He's still just dashing around. Polo's going to die as an afterthought. And yeah, Perfect realizing that he needs to just try and slice his way out of here. There's a Hextech Soul Ox. And that means that Perfect is going to need a little bit more. But he will be able to get back to the fountain and keep himself alive.
He's not a handbag yet.
All right, well, let's see where the Canyon is at. He's not killable.
Guys,
he's not killable. He's just not killable.
He's 4 levels up on Cuz.
Towards it as... Oh, here's the train to the POM! As in goes Keen, aiming so dead so quickly. Ruler's going to finally get himself another kill in this game.
If we're going by recency bias, that train was the last thing I've seen.
Exactly. There we go, Ox. We've sorted it out. POM for Keen. Phenomenal Scion play in this game. As KT, there is just no... It's almost a 20,000 gold lead.
Wait, look at Polu. Look at Polu.
Polu's trying to have a good time, and it's just not happening. Into the blender once again as the Crocodile is also taken down. Bdd and Cuz on their fountain, but it's a triple kill for Ruler. There are 2 members in the fountain here. Everyone quickly dive. Give him the Penta. It looks like Genji are not really interested in that as towers are going down. Oh, they're actually going in. They're looking for it. Cuz going to get taken out, but it's Keen that gets the kill. And that is going to cement his POM for me. That is my vote going over to the Scion 100%. And Genji will finish playing with their food and take down KT into 2-0 fashion.